Got bored of life. Needed some change of scenery to keep sane. Wanna travel? Travel anywhere where I haven't gone before. No one wants to go with me? Not a problem. I'll go myself. Holy crap. Am I really doing this? Am I really getting on this plane to go to a place where I know absolutely no one? Why am I doing this again? Oh yeah, I was bored. This episode covers as much as can be possibly seen and done in Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama in 5 weeks. I landed into San Pedro Sula International Airport. From there I took a domestic airline to get to my first destination, Utila. As soon as you get on the plane to get to La Ceiba, and especially the plane to get to Utila from La Ceiba, you know you're in Latin America. Everything is a little slower, people are a bit more relaxed, and even with the airline, the schedule is just a rough estimation. When the plane will come is when the plane will come.
If you come to Utila where the water is clearer, you will drink tequila, you will spend lempira.
But you won't ever wanna leave, you never wanna leave. In Utila you can do as you please.
You can do whatever you want, but you will never ever leave.
People come to Utila to dive, and so did I. In my dive class I made immediate friends. One of them was Ingo from Germany, who was on his first solo trip.
This time traveling is pretty much like a long holiday. Haven't had a holiday for 4 years. Went on the edge of burnout, and so that would be the most recreational thing for me. My boss sent me away for 3 months. To me it's the ultimate holiday because I have no responsibilities for no one except myself. I can do whatever I want, so that's why it's so fun. Traveling with friends, you always take something from home with you, and I don't know, sometimes it's a good idea to travel with friends, but I just needed time off and free food. That's Ingo for Solo Traveler's Guide, and this is how you might skin or fillet a lionfish or might not. This is the first try. Give it another try.
This is a lionfish. Thumbs up. No. So what are we cooking today?
Lionfish with onions and garlic.
Scuba diving is like getting access to a whole new world. You teach your body it's okay to breathe underwater, and you experience a completely alien world. For more than 40 minutes you explore coral reefs, see amazing wildlife, and sunken wrecks. I dived with Captain Morgan's Dive Shop. They offer amazing diving and accommodation packages, and the instructors are extremely professional and will take the time to make sure you're having fun while diving but also doing it safely. On Utila I did a lot of diving, but also had fun, and almost every night making a stop at the 3 bars on the island. During my time there, Christmas Eve was the most exciting. Everybody was going out and all the kids had fireworks. The fireworks they throw on the ground and make a lot of noise and a lot of smoke. Welcome to Latin America. Along the way I met a bunch more people to have fun with, drink, and talk about travel and life.
Hi, my name's Ryan. I'm from New Zealand and I'm a solo traveller. No, it's a sense of freedom as well that you don't have when you have a normal job and a working life. When you're travelling, you feel like it doesn't matter if you die tomorrow because every day you live life to the full, I suppose. You're not saving your money up to retire and go somewhere new. You're just enjoying life as you go.
You have to do it. If you want to realize who the real you is, just book a flight one way.
After I got open water certified, it was time to leave this backpacker's paradise. I took the first morning ferry to the mainland, and from there I already had a bus ticket on the Hedman and Las bus lines to Copan Ruinas. From there I had a shuttle to Antigua in Guatemala, and from there I took another shuttle to get to my next destination, Lago de Titlan. Right now I'm in Lake Atitlan, heading to Panama and Santa Cruz for New Year's. Thumbs up! Lago de Titlan is a beautiful freshwater lake 1,500 meters above sea level in Guatemala. Backpackers, tourists, and locals all use the launches to get around. They're the water taxis of the lake. You should always try to haggle them down to at least 10 quetzales, because if they see you're white, or you have a big backpack, they'll think you have money, and compared to them, you probably do. There are numerous villages on the shores of the lake. For New Year's, I stayed in the scenic village of Santa Cruz to have a small break from all the partying I did on Utila. I recommend staying 3 days on the Lago de Titlan in San Pedro village. It's more on the backpacker trail and a little bit more partying, and you probably have a better chance to meet people. You should also climb Volcan San Pedro to get a gorgeous overview of the lake. Try to find at least one more person to go with you and always get a guide up the mountain. There's plenty of tourist offices in the village of San Pedro which can arrange the guide and a taxi to the entrance, and again, you should always try to haggle them down. On the hike, you should carry at least 2 liters of water and food because it's at least an 8-hour hike up and down the mountain. I also recommend visiting a few of the villages on the lakeshore like Santiago and Santa Cruz. In Santa Cruz, I met a bunch of people staying in my hostel.
I'm Asa, I'm a solo traveler, and I'm from Bruges, Belgium.
My name is Chris Valenziano, I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm a solo traveler.
Hi, my name is Ramya Varma, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm a solo traveler.
Most people travel, and me included, because they want to get out of their system for a while. Just to like find some inner peace, some relaxing time, and to meet some new cultures, meet some new people.
American media tends to summarize entire regions under one thing. And if you have to say, what is Central America, you say, oh, it's full of jungles and drugs. And so you have to go there to dispel those rumors. You have to learn that yes, it's full of jungles, and yes, there are drugs, but there are so many other things there. And that idea that there might be, or that there are drugs in a part of the country means that you shouldn't go to the entire country is just silly.
I also met Philip and Arthur who allowed to visit the village of Santa Cruz with. It was time to leave Lago de Titlan and head south. I got a shuttle in Panacho for $12 and I went to Antigua. Antigua is a beautiful Spanish colonial town. I recommend staying there for 2 days. 1 day for seeing the town and the nightlife, and 1 day for climbing Volcano Pacaya. I was so tired after climbing Volcan San Pedro the day before, I hired a horse for $4 to climb Volcano Pacaya. After Antigua, I headed back into Honduras to Copan Ruinas using Heaven and Las bus lines. Copan Ruinas is famous for the mine Copan Ruins, which is on the back of their 1 Lempiran note. It's a beautiful complex and worth hiring a guide to explain what all the art and symbolism and history is in the site. After Copan Ruinas, I planned to get to Nicaragua in 2 days. I got on the Heaven and Las bus to get to Tegucigalpa, the capital of Honduras in the south. It is 5:30 a.m. I'm at the terminal. I think I'm at the terminal with discount bus lines. And in a half hour, I'm supposed to be on a bus or a colectivo going to El Palacio, which is a border town of Honduras and Nicaragua. What's up? The Honduras-Nicaragua border is like a frontier town with trucks waiting to get the go-ahead, busloads of tourists getting their stamps in herds, and chickens and cattle going back and forth. When I was getting my passport stamped, I overheard some English, and my ears perked up. His name was Miguel, and he was a truck driver heading south. You have to take the opportunity when it knocks on your doorstep. Immediately asking for a ride along the way, and he said hop aboard. He dropped me off in Esteli, and from there I got a minivan shuttle from the bus terminal to Leon. Leon is a wonderful Spanish colonial town. I recommend taking 1 day and 1 night to see the city. Walk around the square, eat some great street food, enjoy the nightlife and the super cheap drinks. But most people use that as a base for seeing volcanoes, and that's exactly what I did. They're a non-profit hiking company which helps volunteer projects and street kids called Quetzal Trekkers. I had an amazing 2-day hike up Volcano Tolica. All the gear like tents, sleeping bags, food, water is all included in the price. Right now, I'm standing right near Volcano Tolica. Thumbs up. After getting back, I stayed in the Chilean hostel in Leon, and there I met Gus from the Netherlands, who taught me how to play Bolo Negro, or the local 8-ball. Bolo Negro is like any other game of salads and stripes, except that for scratches you put one of your opponent's balls in a pocket, usually the easiest one for them, and the striped 15 ball has to go in the right side pocket, and the solid 7 ball has to go in the left side pocket. Also staying at the JUAN hostel was Sam, who I met on the hike.
Nicaragua has exceeded all of my expectations. From the people, they're very friendly. It's very easy to get around. I've met a lot of great people in the country as well, other travelers as well as locals. The scenery is beautiful. You can surf, you can hike, you can relax on some islands. The country has a lot to offer. Leon's a pretty cool place. It's very relaxed. Probably not my cup of tea in terms of staying in the city center, but great access in terms of a lot of activities. So a lot of hiking, the jungle, volcano boarding. Nightlife is pretty decent. There are lots of backpackers here, and the street food is amazing. So
The next day I did something that you could only do in Nicaragua, volcano boarding. I did the trip also with Quetzal truckers. You get lunch, you get a sled, and you hike up 1 hour and you go down. And then you do it all over again. Much like Guatemala and Honduras, Nicaragua is full of chicken buses. Chicken buses are the colloquial collected term for old American buses that are deemed too unsafe or too polluting to drive on American roads, and thus are sold to South American countries. In South America, they are reborn with bright colors, chrome, cargo racks, and decked out to carry passengers, crops to market, goods, freight, and of course the occasional chicken. If you are in Central America, I recommend taking them at least once. It's a truly unique experience that you can't get anywhere else. In the terminals, while the bus is waiting to be full, street vendors selling fruits, vegetables, snacks, and even cell phone accessories sell out their goods, and there's always someone on the bus that buys something from them. But these are third world countries, and garbage is a massive issue. Most people burn their garbage in front of their property right by the road. My 3 days in Leon flew by quickly, and it was time to head to my next destination, Ometepe Island. Ometepe is an island consisting of 2 volcanic peaks and a freshwater lake. Thousands of years ago, this was part of the ocean, but a thin piece of land grew and separated the two. I took a bus from Leon to Rivas to San Jorge. In San Jorge, I took the ferry Che Guerra for 50 cordobas, or $2, to Maligalpa. From there is a short walk to my hostel. I stayed in Hospedaje Central. Through them, I arranged the 10-hour hike up Volcano Concepcion. We started at 5 a.m. We got to the midpoint and then proceeded to climb up a 45-degree rock slope on hands and knees with a hint of sulfur in the air. If I would have stood up, the 40 to 50 km/h wind gust would have surely blown me down. On the way down, we saw Howler and Capuchin monkeys. I recommend staying on Ometepe for at least 2 days. 1 day to climb either Concepcion or Muderes, the other volcano on the island, and 1 day to see San Ramon waterfalls and hit the beach. After Ometepe, it was time for my next stop, San Juan del Sur. On the way to San Juan, I met Ryan from Louisiana and New York from Germany.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm from Louisiana and I am a solo traveler.
Hi, my name is Jörg. I'm from Berlin in Germany and I'm a solo traveler traveling Central America for 6 weeks.
It certainly is what makes it fun. I don't like to have things all planned out. Might as well stay at home if you want to know what you want to do all day. I just like just going to a place and meeting people I didn't plan on meeting and staying in a place that I didn't plan on doing. Usually the most fun experiences and the craziest stories you'll have are things you didn't plan.
San Juan del Sur is a backpacker surfer party town. We got there just in time to catch the tail end of Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day is basically a bar crawl hosted by the hostels in town, which usually end up in some bar downtown. This Sunday it ended up in the Black Whale with a band that played everything from Nirvana to ABBA to Red Hot Chili Peppers to Metallica. I'm not a surfer, but if you are or want to be, I recommend staying a few days in this town to learn how to surf, because this is the cheapest place in Central America to do it. Otherwise, 1 day or at most 2 days, this is enough for San Juan. From San Juan, it was time to continue our journey south. Jörg would join me too. We woke up at 8 a.m. and got a ride from the owner of Hostel de Olas to Rivas. From there, we took a chicken bus to the frontera, or border.
Chicken bus, Rivas to the frontera. Thumbs up.
Our destination was off Fortuna in Costa Rica. When we got to the border, they demanded proof of exit from the country, so always have a physical copy with you when going to Costa Rica. I said I was only passing through the country and needed just 4 days, so that's exactly what they gave me. Not 30, not 90, but 4 days. We managed to get to Canas in Costa Rica. There, a taxi driver lied to us about the last bus, trying to make some quick cash. We managed to get the last one to TORO. The public buses in Costa Rica are nicer than the ones in the rest of the Central American countries. They have a bit more space and they're a bit newer. Jörg and I stayed the night in TORO and got an early bus the next day to La Fortuna. In La Fortuna, we got a group hike to Volcano Arenal through our hostel, followed by a quick dip in free hot springs. From La Fortuna, we hopped on a few buses early in the morning to get to Puerto Viejo, a laid-back Afro-Caribbean surf town. In Puerto Viejo, Jörg and I experienced the nightlife and rented out bikes to a good beach for a quick dip in the ocean. We stayed 2 days in Puerto Viejo. If you know how to surf and have your own board, this is the place for you, with great surf spots all around. Otherwise, there's not much to do. Jörg had a flight leaving from San Jose, the capital of Costa Rica, back to Germany, and I had a flight leaving out of Panama City, but I managed to convince him to go down south to BOCAS del Toro in Panama with me. On the way to BOCAS, we met Fabian, another German solo traveler heading down south. We got to the border using public buses. The Panamanian border was a piece of cake compared to Costa Rica, but you should still have some sort of proof of exit as well. Border crossing from Costa Rica and Panama is an old railway bridge. Thumbs up. On the border, we haggled for a seat in a large van to Almirante. From there, we got a water taxi to Bocas town on Isla de Colón. On Isla de Colón, we spent 2 days. We rented out bikes and hit Playa Buff up north. The next day, Jörg and Fabian snorkeled while I had some fun dives. It was hard leaving Jörg and even Fabian the next day because by that point I'd been traveling with Jörg for about a week and a half, and I had grown accustomed to sharing my opinion and deliberating on travel plans with someone, and he was a pretty cool person to go out, hang out with, and talk to about life, traveling, in buses, boats, and hostels.
Well, disposable friends. I've never heard that before.
I'm not disposable, just for the record.
Yeah.
He just lives
they're
like
friends. They're not disposable.
Yeah,
he lives down the road from me, and so it's not possible.
Thanks, honey.
Anyway, yeah, disposable friends. It's like you walk around from hostel to hostel. You meet people. You try to get to know them, and if you don't like them, you're just gonna leave them behind. You travel with them. You, have a great time, and maybe, as Fabian said as well, you meet again.
But I knew a feeling of the unknown would bring novel adventures that are only possible when solo travel. I took the 6 a.m. water taxi the next day from BOCAS town to Almirante. From the water taxi station on the mainland, I took a colectivo to the bus terminal for $1, and from there I got on a public bus to David. From here, if you have some time, you can go to Boquete to do some rafting or some hiking. But I was going down south to Panama City, my last stop on my 5-week journey. I got to Panama City by nightfall and took a cab to the Old Town, or Casco Viejo. In Casco Viejo, I got to a hostel called Casa Viejo, and I met Arno from Ghent, Belgium. With him, I went out to a bar to exchange past travel experiences and future plans. The next day, we hiked around the Parque Natural Metropolitan to get a good view of the city. I recommend staying in Panama City for at most 2 days. 1 day to see the park and the old buildings in Casco Viejo, and 1 day to see the canal. I remembered I was in Panama City, an actual city, so much so that it even reminded me of Miami. So I gave couchsurfing a shot. Through couchsurfing, I met Andres. He showed me a spot on the canal where locals go with their loved ones. It was cool seeing the big boats pass, but I didn't think this spot was particularly romantic, with trucks and trains passing behind. That night in his apartment, he introduced me to some of his friends, and we rapped to some Spanish beats.
Porque yo aquí vengo a cogerlas. Ajá, eso no es falso, es verdadero. Lo que yo digo, lo digo de nuevo. Pura salsa es lo que traigo. Aquí vengo bailando, bachata y...
And partook in the cinnamon challenge.
Que dice lo percibe, yo simplemente soy el que dice tú te ríes.
Tú te ríes, yo me río también. Aquí vamos a ver quién es que lo deja el tren. Acá yo ya me monté y ahora qué, ahora seguiré rapeando hasta yo no saqué. Y hermano, aquí no voy a parar, voy a continuar.
The next day we went out with a few other of his friends to Casco Viejo. We ended up at an open roof bar that was akin to a ruined pub or bar in Budapest.
Yes, lo que tengo en mi cabeza va saliendo con destreza. Te lo digo, hermano, aquí con franqueza. Ajá, tenemos un internacional en la casa. Aquí
The next morning I hopped on a cab to the airport to get on my flight back home. 5 amazing weeks through almost all of Central America. Hiking 6 volcanoes in 2 weeks. Saw a volcano explode and sledded down another one. Got scuba certified and swam in the depths of the Caribbean. Experienced the oceans. And most of all, met the best people on earth. Traveling is fun, but it's the people that you remember the most. This was my second solo adventure, and it reinforced everything that I experienced on my first. Life is short, so go out and pura vida.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm a solo traveler leaving Utila today on my way to the next great adventure.
Is there people playing with a beard in front of us or behind us? Or?
There better be.